Hello everybody, it's Bubba Rob. How's it going? Sorry it's been a while since I've been on here. Geez, I had some more health issues come up, so yeah, I've been quite busy with doctor's appointments, and I had my surgery a month ago and all that stuff, and just been recuperating and deep thought, and it's been kind of busy. But anyways, enough about me. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's good and being kind and, just putting the good out. Something I want to talk about today is something really nice. Something nice that I saw. I guess it was maybe 2 or 3 days after I had my gallbladder removed. I was in quite a bit of pain, and I wasn't I don't know, I wasn't very I don't know, would sociable be the right word, but anyways, I go down to the local Starbucks and I finish my coffee and gonna go throw it in the garbage, and I was talking to a friend of mine who works here, Jules, just a really, really super good gal. Very smart, very intelligent, very well read. I don't really want to say too much about her because it's not really none of my business to put it out there. But she did something while I was talking to her that I thought was absolutely amazing act of kindness, and her ability to really be in the present moment. And what happened was, I was talking to her. She was asking me how the surgery went. There was a young fella, I don't know, maybe mid-late 20s. Oh, he was loud. Oh, just brutal. Right in my ear, too. He walked in, he zeroed in on her, and for some reason, he just had to talk to her. And he was going off. It was right in my ear, and he was talking about, Donald Trump and Trudeau and all sorts of stuff, and he was loud. Like, I'm sure people could hear him outside the store, and it was like right in my ear. And I wasn't happy. I wasn't in a good mood. But anyways, I kind of clued in something was a little bit different, but I was watching Jules's face, and her eyes opened up, and she's just kind of going with it. And I was watching how she was dissecting the conversation with the young man. And she obviously picked up on it before I did, but I believe the young fella had, Asperger's or some form of autism, and, he was kind of in his moment of glory, right? So I just kind of listened to it and watched her, how she took control of the situation and diffused it a bit. But she showed an amazing skill of really being compassionate, being kind, slowing things down. She just had a lot of patience for him. And when I read that, it helped me because it slowed me down. It's kind of one of those things, because if we're not present and really not how would you say, in control of ourselves and our emotions, and something like that happens, things could really escalate in a bad way if people don't clue in that he was special needs, if I can say that. I mean, I don't really look at people with autism or special needs. I just look at them as people with a different gift, right? I mean, how should you really view it? At least that's the way I think. But anyways, you got to have a little bit of patience for when these things happen and not get upset. Whereas I know people out there that, they're so into their own crap, and they don't focus on what's around them. They miss these things with people. And I really give that young guy a lot of credit. And he was with a older couple. I think they must have been his group home parents or care providers or something. And I could tell they weren't his parents because they're of different ethnicity, maybe adopted parents, I don't know. But I really give that young guy a lot of credit for getting out in public and socializing. I like to see that. I don't believe that if you have something like autism or Down syndrome or something, that you shouldn't be out there enjoying the public, right? You should be socializing. We need to have patience for people when they're different than us, right? But I don't know. I just got to really hand it to Jewel. She showed a tremendous amount of kindness, a terrific ability to take in what was going on. I could tell it was a real surprise to her, but did a great job. I hope more people out there do that. Have more kindness. I'm going to mention another story, and this I don't believe is very kind at all, and I could be, completely, wrong here, but because I used to work in correction years ago, and I do suffer from the dreaded PTSD, and done different programs and stuff, and studied stoicism and all sorts of things. There was a thing that came out in the news a couple days ago where there's two local police officers. I won't say where from. I don't want to draw attention to them any more than has to be. But anyways, they were outed on the news for inappropriate behavior or a sex offense with someone that was deemed of a vulnerable nature in our society here. Now, a bit of a comment. They allegedly both did it at different times and once only each, and it wasn't like the one knew what the other one did. So with that said, there was a large investigation, and they were outed by a senior police officer in the news, and one person's picture was shown, and they were charged. They haven't been convicted, they've been charged. And I'm not here, believe you me, I'm not here to give defense for somebody who's committed a skin beef. I just find that extremely vile. But the thing I didn't like about it is that they were outed in public on the news. And yesterday, one of them was found to have committed suicide, which has probably been quite devastating to that person's family. I think myself doing whatever I do in the small way that I do on social media, I've got a huge responsibility to do things in a manner that doesn't affect other people in a negative manner. Now, I have a really hard time with how somebody could be outed like that, cost them, committing suicide and losing their own life, especially after I've been in those programs dealing with mental health issues with people that were first responders, such as myself. I just find it's absolutely atrocious. I'm not saying that it didn't happen or anything like that. I'm just saying that out there, because everything gets so sensationalized. We put stuff and we talk about stuff that affects people and their mental health in such a poor manner. That's on the news or on social media all the time. The trolling. So the reason I talked about the story I just talked about from Jules, we need to put more of that stuff out of there. I mean, putting the negativity out there all the time to sensationalize things just to get a view is so wrong. You know, I mean, one of these days I think I'm going to do possibly a video on people that might be vulnerable and people who are how would you say, predators in a sense. But you know, it's out there. Hell, all you got to do is go on Facebook dating and figure that out, right? You don't think needy people are taken advantage of when they go to an AA meeting by other people? Think about it. Goes on all the time. They're not plastered all over the media. You know, you got to think about that. Think about it a little bit. You know, how much of yourself you're putting out there. What have you done? Right? You're only looking for a little bit of friendship or something, right? Got to be careful. You know, a nice person could be caught up in it just because they're concerned. I don't know. You got two people that are things going wrong in their life and something clicks. Think there's something more there than there really is. Right? Or you think, oh, wow. As long as it's good for me, who gives a fuck about the other person, right? Too much of that stuff goes on. Nobody takes ownership. Anyways, I hope this all makes sense. I hope you all have a great day and a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, or if you celebrate nothing, well, just have a good time. Remember, this is a season to be kind and be grateful for getting up each day, okay? Thank you so much. I love you all. Remember to be a good person, good stoic, good man, woman, whatever, rainbow, biker, bluesman, carpenter, first responder. Most important thing is just to be kind. Have a great day. Bye-bye.